do, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy CJ. I'm back with another video. Been a while since I've actually made a video. Apologize for the long absence, but I'm back. I'm okay. Frank and we're all good. It's all love. I just had to take some time off. I just wasn't motivated, But regardless, past is past. We're in the present. And today we're going to go to the future. We're going to go to WrestleMania 41. I'm going to give my predictions on both nights of WrestleMania. It's 2 nights of WrestleMania. There's a couple of matches in here I'm not too excited about, and I'll talk about why a little bit as we get to them. But let's talk about match number one on night one, Saturday, April 19th. We got the War Raiders taking on the New Day for the World Tag Team Championships. And honestly, this is one of those matches that I was talking about. I'm not so excited. Not a lot of meat on this bone. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot there to get excited about. It's not like these two have been feuding for months and months and months. Number one. Number two, you got the baby faces as the champions instead of the heels. So the heels are chasing the baby faces, and WrestleMania to me should be a time where the babyface chases the heel and finally gets that big victory. And that should be what the Viking Raiders do here at WrestleMania with the New Day, but they're the champs, so they got really no hill to climb here. So, not a lot of meat on the bone, as I said. There's not a lot of. I know that they had a match on Raw, and that ended how it ended, and whatever. So there's the reason, I guess, for that feud. Um, but yeah, I'm going to predict the New Day to win here, and go on to SummerSlam at the very least. Go all the way to SummerSlam with his reign. Um, yeah, I think this will be a good match, but I also think that there should have been a lot more meat on this bone. So that's match number one. Match number two, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. There is meat on this bone, but unfortunately, it's just not the type of meat that I like. Pause. Um, what I mean by that is, I just don't care about this feud. I don't care about this match. This is not a WrestleMania match to me, in my opinion. Um, Great for Raw, sure. Great for Raw. I think it's a great. What's the word I'm looking for? I think it's a great mid card match for a Raw show, but for a WrestleMania, I think you got to have your big time players. You got to have your big time matches and your big time feuds. And that's what WrestleMania is. WrestleMania is big time. And this match, just to me, doesn't feel big time. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I'm gonna pick a wild card and go with El Grande Americano to win. Um, then you got another match that, again, for a weekly show, it's fine. You know what I mean? For a weekly show, I could see this. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. For a SmackDown show, awesome. Perfect. I would even put this as the main event. For a WrestleMania match, it's not there for me. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was the horrible acting. I don't know if it's just that I'm not that big a fan of Naomi. I'm a fan of Jade Cargill, excuse me. I'm a fan of hers. But Naomi just doesn't do much for me. I don't know why. She lacks something for me, and I don't get excited with her. But in this storyline, I'm just not that invested in it. But regardless, they should have a good match. I'm not saying the match will be horrible. It's just none of the matches that I've said will be horrible at all. They'll be great, but just the excitement level for these matches, in my opinion, are a little low. And that being said, I'm going to pick Jay Cargill to go over here. I'm going to pick her to win. Then we have match number 4, which is L.A. Knight. Yeah. Defending the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu. And this one, I like Jacob Fatu. I think he's a badass, dude. I love me some Jacob Fatu, man. I'm going to pick him to win. I hope he wins the United States Championship here. Goes on a long run, just destroying bodies right, left, up, down. Doesn't matter. Give Jacob Fatu the belt. That's my pick to win here. This one I am excited for because I'm excited to watch Jacob Fatu. I like Jacob Fatu a lot. Yana Dalmain. Um, Before we go any further, if you are new to this channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Become a fan of FCT, ENT. Please support your boys. Support Frank. Support Tro. Support myself. We're back. Yeah. Next match number 5. The Queen Charlotte Flair challenges Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. And this one has probably too much meat on the bone. You know what I mean? This one, this one gives off weird, different vibes. It'll be a great match. Both women are as athletic as hell. They're beautiful as hell. They're gonna have we're gonna tear down the house right then and there. They're gonna, if the main event wasn't the main event, and we'll get to the main event, but if the main event wasn't the main event, this match might be my match of the night, right here. This one. Uh, that's how highly I think of these two women, and ultimately I think it's Tiffany time, and I think Tiffany's gonna retain the women's championship here, and I think the Queen will be humbled a little bit, and I think she needs to be humbled a little bit. But yeah, so my pick for Tiffany versus Charlotte is Tiffany. And then you got Jey Uso against the Ring General. I can't say the accent. The Ring General Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think it's kind of funny they have both Rumble winners challenging for their respective titles on the same night. They didn't do one on this night, one on the next night. But regardless, look, I'm a huge Jey Uso fan. I have a T-shirt of his. I have some of his sunglasses. I have. I when I tell you I'm a Jey Uso fan, it's not a joke. Um, I love me some Jey Uso, and that's why I'm picking him to win this match. I do think he should have beat the daylights out of Gunther when Gunther beat the crap out of his brother. And the next week, Jey Uso's just like, I'm not afraid of you, Us. And I'm like, bro, if you're not afraid of him, smack him. Beat the crap out of him. Do something. Do something in the name of your brother. Beat him. Destroy him. Let him know you don't mess with the family. I'm sorry. That thing is. They should have had way more of that. The brawling. And yeah, I'm picking Jey Uso to beat Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah. And that was match number 6. Match number 7 is the main event, and this match, this is the match that I believe will tear this roof off the building. We got Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. No longer Seth freaking Rollins, it's just Seth Rollins. So, in nicknames terms, we have the big dog, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, versus the best in the world, CM Punk, versus the architect, Seth Rollins. And Paul Heyman will be at ringside, but not for Roman Reigns. He will be at ringside for the best in the world, CM Punk. But will he leave with the tribal chief, he being Paul Heyman? Will he leave with the tribal chief, or will he leave with the best in the world? I don't think so. I think we see a big time swerve here. A big time swerve. Seth Rollins keeps saying we need to rid CM Punk, right? And I'm saying, hey, I don't need to do anything. I'm the tribal chief. What if the we that Seth Rollins is talking about is him and Paul Heyman? That's how they leave WrestleMania Night 1. What's going to happen next? You got to tune in tomorrow to WrestleMania Night 2. Um, and I ultimately think that Seth Rollins pins CM Punk after Paul Heyman uh, turns on Roman Reigns with a low blow, taking Roman Reigns out the match, and then it leaves Seth and Punk, and Seth gets the win on Punk. There you go. That's how you leave off night 1. Oh my God, what just happened? Tune in tonight, or tune in tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, to WrestleMania Night 2. And that's what brings us to night 2 of WrestleMania. And we kick WrestleMania Night 2 off with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending the women's tag team titles against Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Yeesh. I like Lyra Valkyria. I like Raquel Rodriguez, and I like Liv Morgan. Bayley's okay, I guess. I don't have an issue with her either. But I feel like Bayley and Raquel. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that because I just butchered the whole thought. I do feel like Lyra Valkyria should be in a separate match, defending her Women's Intercontinental Championship, or even why not do champion versus champion, not winner take all, just who's the better champion. Lyra Valkyria versus Chelsea Green. I do not think that she should be in a tag title match when she's already a champ, but whatever. They've done that trope a billion times, so it's whatever. Ultimately, I'm going to pick Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to retain here. Then you got AJ Styles against Logan Paul. I mean, the megastar Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. This is a coin toss. They just brought back AJ Styles. Do you have him lose in his WrestleMania return? I don't know. Logan Paul, they've been building him up. It's a coin flip for me, but I'm going to just throw out Logan Paul to win here. I think it'll be a good match because Logan Paul puts in the work. I don't like Logan Paul at all. I do not like Logan Paul at all, but I will not deny that he puts in the work. So there's that. Then we get a fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. And oh my God, that spear that Braun Breaker gave to Carlito last week on Raw was chef's kiss. It was amazing. Oh my goodness. I love that one. That one is probably one of my favorite spears. Hats off to Braun Breaker. Ultimately, I'm going to go ahead and pick a wild card to win here. Dominic pins Finn Balor to win the Intercontinental Championship here. It's a wild card, I know, but I'm going to pick that one. And then that could set up the Dominic versus Finn feud right there. Damian can move on. Penta can probably move on as well. And yeah, that's my pick. Finn Balor gets pinned by Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. And it also protects Braun Breaker because he doesn't lose the title by pinfall. He wasn't involved in the pin. So there you go. Then we get a Sin City Street Fight. This will be a fun match. This will be just a brawl, a wild big boy brawl. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Damian Priest to win here. I just think that this is going to be a great match. It's going to be a great fight. It's not going to be a match. It's going to be a wrestling match. It's going to be two big boys doing big boy things with some weapons, with some chairs, with some kendo sticks, some steel steps possibly. I'm picking Damian Priest to go and pick up the win here. Then we get the Women's World Championship match. Io Sky defends against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Since Io lost last year at WrestleMania, I'm not going to say she loses this year as well, because why would you do that to her? I do think she gets her WrestleMania victory here. And then I think that Bianca Belair, she's been booed, so she's been getting boos, so just turn her heel at that point. And let her throw like a big fit after the match or whatever. Like, I should have won. What the hell, you know? And then Jake Hargo comes and says, I know it was you, you know, something like that. Just tie that storyline together. Um, but yeah, I'm picking Io Sky to retain the title here. Then we get the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Hustle, no more loyalty and no more respect. John Cena. And I'm not going to predict a winner for this one. You know why? Because I can't predict a winner for this one. Because there's so many different ways that this could go. I was just thinking about this before I made the video. I was just thinking about this. And this is a huge what if scenario. A huge what if. But what if Cody and John do a double turn? Cody swerved Cena. Cody and The Rock swerved Cena. They made Cena think he was safe. They made Cena think, you know what? You're good. You're with us. You're good. You don't need those fans anymore. So they turn on. So they had Cena turn on Cody, turn on the fans, only for John Cena to then get turned on by The Rock and Cody. And now who does John Cena have? Because he turned all of his fans away. So now who does John have? Nobody. He's all alone on his retirement tour. He's got no fans. He's got no allies. All enemies. I know it's a wild card, and I know I'm probably thinking this way too much, overthinking this way too much. But that's what I was thinking before I made this video. As far as the match, it's going to be a great match. I mean, 5-star. I'm telling you right now, this will be the match of the matches of the night for night 2. I'm telling you, this will be one of the 2 matches that everybody talks about. This one and then Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins match, by far, hands down. Like I said, I'm not going to pick a winner because it's too unpredictable to predict. So there's that. And then also we have some other WrestleMania events I want to talk about. We have the Hall of Fame, and this year's Hall of Fame is actually a very good one in my opinion. So we got Triple H, who's going to be inducted by who else but Shawn Michaels, and I'm sure other people might make an appearance, like Stephanie McMahon, possibly Road Dogg, possibly Shawn Michaels. You know, I mean, possibly Stephanie McMahon, possibly the Road Dogg, possibly the Click. You know, whoever's left, Kevin Nash and X Pac. Yeah, but I'm sure they'll have some surprise guests to help induct him. But it is what it is. Congratulations to Triple H. He is fully deserving of this. And he's already in the Hall of Fame with DX. So, there's that. And then we got Michelle McCool being inducted by who else but The Undertaker. And a lot of people are like, why is she going in the Hall of Fame? What has she ever done? She just married The Undertaker. A lot of people forget that she was the inaugural WWE Divas Champion. She's also a 2-time Women's Champion and a 2-time Divas Champion and a 2-time Slammy Award winner. So she's had her own success in her day. So put respect on her name. Then we got Lex Luger, who, God dang, you talk about a success story. Shout out to Lex Luger, man. And shout out to Diamond Dallas Page for doing some amazing work with these performances. I love that. That's fantastic. But Luger, 2-time WCW Heavyweight Champion, 2-time WCW Television Champion, 5-time and longest reigning NWA/WCW US Champion, 3-time WCW World Tag Team Champion, co-owner of the 1994 Royal Rumble, and a 1-time Slammy Award winner. So there you go. Then we got the Natural Disasters, who are 1-time Tag Team Champions. And for the very first time ever, we are inducting a match. And if you're going to induct a match for the very first time, this is a good one. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold from WrestleMania 13. No disqualification submission match. Fantastic match, and a lot of people have highly spoken of this match. I love this match. The story was great, I thought, and yeah, this is one of those matches that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. Then we got the Legacy Award. We got Kamala, Dory Funk Sr., Ivan Koloff, and there you go. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my WrestleMania 41 predictions. I will be doing a full review of both nights on Sunday after night 2. So I'm not going to do it on each night. I'm going to do it all at once just to get it all out the way, just like I kind of did this one. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. What are your predictions for WrestleMania 41? Who are you predicting? What are you predicting? Who are you? What match are you looking forward to seeing the most? All that good stuff. Comment down below. Be sure to subscribe to FCTENT. And with that being said, I'm CJ. I'm out. Deuces.